with Blake from Prime Baseball Team in California. And first of all, thanks a lot for carving out a little bit of time of your day here. I know you've got lots of
No
teams
problem.
going on, kind of a big program, so I definitely appreciate it. And I just wanted to chat a little bit. I've been following you guys for a little bit, and you definitely put out some great content, and looks
Appreciate
like
it.
some great teams. But I think most importantly, it looks like the kids are having a lot of fun. Which
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
think it really comes down to is this is for the kids, right? And whether they're in it for
Definitely.
a couple of years and they're having a great time, amazing. If they're trying to go high school, collegiate, pro, as long as they're having fun, then that's going to progress that way, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I want to get a little bit know a little bit more about you for anyone watching or listening. Kind of take me up into Prime. So right before you started Prime,
Okay.
what's your background? I know you played a little bit of
Yeah.
pro ball. I think kind of forced out for injuries,
Yeah.
but just kind of give me a little bit of a brief history of your background.
Okay. Yeah. So I grew up playing basketball and baseball. Was lucky enough to get drafted to play with the Miami Marlins. Played for a few years. Ended up getting hurt. That happens to a lot of guys. Once that happened, I ended up moving out to California. It's a place that I always wanted to live. I had a lot of fun here in California during the off season. So, I figured I'd make it, a home for a little while.
Home, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, after that, I got into, I was actually doing accounting.
Okay.
Accounting
All right.
thing, it was pretty good at first. And then, I couldn't sit at the desk for 10 hours a day. I just couldn't do it.
Just
So
crunch numbers all day, right? Yeah.
oh yeah. It got to be really tough, man. It wasn't
Yeah.
something that I loved to do. So I figured I'd get into coaching. I coached at the high school over at Agora High School out here where our facility is in Calabasas, and I just kind of fell in love with it. I kind of have been looking around like travel ball wise, and I kind of felt like it was missing something. I kind of felt like the whole family vibe, like I'm a family guy, I'm a family person. When I played, like all my teammates were like family. So that's what I wanted to kind of bring to the travel ball atmosphere or whatever. And, that's what we did. And, thankfully it's taken off. A lot of people, they're loving what we do. It's an opportunity for me to bring some pro guys that I play with into like the lives of these kids, and they can see that they can actually like take this game to the next level or, go to the next level if that's what they want to do. So, that's what we're trying to do here.
Amazing. That's awesome. And is that something you saw maybe that was missing? That were, there was probably travel ball organizations in the air already, but did you get a sense that there wasn't really that family aspect, or did you just kind of see a piece that was missing and that you could kind of fill?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like for our program, like we do a lot of team bonding. We do team events every month. So the kids are always hanging out. They're friends, they're best buddies. So, that's the kind of vibe we want to portray. And, I want these kids to know that, you guys shared a moment in life. So you guys connected forever. So that's how we want to, we want our kids to, what they want them to get out of this,
For sure. Yeah, I think that's totally true. Whether you're on an amazing team and we go, far and win tournaments and state championships or whatever, or a team that may struggle, you're always going to remember, some of those key moments with the team, and, sometimes make the best friends and end up as colleagues, coworkers down the road. Who knows? Right?
Oh yeah.
So
Who knows?
Who
knows?
Super important part. Yeah. So, looking at the organization, we have three locations and like three kind of, are they mini organizations within the umbrella there, or how's that separated? There's 3 plus softball, correct?
Yeah. Correct. So yeah, we're here in Agora. That's where I started with Prime. And then I have my buddy Kenny Lawson. He runs our Simi Valley division. So they have about like 3 to 4 teams out there in Simi Valley. So we're just trying to spread the brand, spread our idea of how we think things should be done, and just create the best baseball players we can on and off the field. So that's what we're trying to do on in Ventura, as well as Simi Valley, as well as Agora.
Awesome. Now, are they just based on location, or would maybe a player look at one location over another based on the quality of team at all?
Well, the quality is pretty much the same.
Okay. Yeah.
What we want to do is allow kids that might not be in the Agora Hills area. If you're in the semi area, we want you to be able to join the Prime Semi and get that same
For sure.
family, family feel as well as Ventura. So we want to be able to give, our product as we feel to everybody that, who
Yeah,
wants it,
not limit
So
anyone based on, travel time or
exactly.
location or anything. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
totally makes
Mm-hmm.
sense there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So, like I said, I've been following you guys for a little bit, and a theme that seems to have come up, and maybe it's a hashtag that you have set for your organization or for the year, but it's be relentless. And
yes.
I think that's it's super important. I'm going to let you obviously go into it and what that means to you. But I think that's obviously very important, especially in a sport like baseball, that there isn't really that immediate success. Right. There's a lot of reps and a lot of work put into, just making it to the next level. And like I said, whether that's high school, collegiate, getting signed and working your way up through the system, you do have to be relentless. But I want to let you kind of talk about that. And what does that mean to you? And, how does that show up in your coaching style and maybe the coaches that work, alongside with you, whether it's on the teams that you coach or, the other locations?
Okay. Yeah. So with the, being relentless, to me, it's someone who's persistent. We try to teach all our kids to be persistent through the ups and downs, like keep going, keep fighting. So that's something that we've really used. Like we've hashtagged it on Instagram. That's something my aunt told me to do. So, we started doing that. But yeah, we try to instill it in all our players, just to keep fighting and keep going forward. Like, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Like you're going to have your ups and downs, but you got to keep going, keep your head up. And it's something that's worked really good for us. I mean, I think all the kids are really, taking to it, and it really benefits us on and off the field for all of our kids.
For sure. Do you feel like that, is showing up, like I said, outside of the field? Like obviously, you get your X number of hours per week with them, but are we hoping to kind of see that outside of, the game, whether it be, schooling or other extracurriculars or, relationships with family, things like that?
Oh yeah. We've had a few kids who've dealt with some pretty harsh situations, and they've come on the other side of that situation. So, that's the kind of things we want to teach. And, it goes beyond, like you said, it goes beyond just on the field. It's off the field as well. So for that to be, instilled in them and they're using it off the field, it makes us happy to see that for sure,
Yeah. And now on another level, and maybe it's something you haven't thought of before, but do you see that showing up in the parenting at all? I'm just kind of thinking like, I'm a parent to a younger kid, so it wouldn't be in an organization like yours yet, but kind of some of those lessons that are being passed to my son or daughter. Maybe is that showing up in how they parent and how do they parent as a parent an athlete?
Oh yeah, I think for sure. I mean, I see a lot of our parents, they see like, how we put it out there, to be relentless. We have a lot of parents who show up on Instagram and they hashtag it and they do all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's rubbing off. And we wanted to rub off on everybody. It really goes for everybody in everyday living. Be relentless in everything you do.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Now, looking at that kind of relentless attitude and kind of persistence, as you guys, travel and go to your tournaments, do you guys have a pretty heavy schedule? Does it depend on the age and what tournaments you attend? Because I imagine, if we're traveling a lot, there's got to be some long-term dedication and. Looking at some of the kids who are probably going to struggle, right? They go through slumps. Everyone does. How is that showing up in, say, a long tournament schedule? Maybe we're playing summer, fall, winter. What does that look like?
Yeah. So right now we're like, our schedule was mostly, we play our teams play about 2 weekends out of the month.
Okay.
So that might consist of scrimmages. That might consist of tournaments. That might consist of, us traveling somewhere for a big tournament. Something like that, and just having like multiple teams. Yeah, the schedule is very difficult, especially for our coaches. I mean, the players, they get it. I mean, but like it's hard on everybody. I would put it that way. It's hard on everybody, the parents, because I mean we're always moving around. But that's why we, that's why we appreciate our parents and our coaches so much, and even our kids who go out there and perform and do that stuff. We appreciate them big time because it takes a lot, especially for this game of baseball. It takes a lot to have the kids there every day and have your coaches there and the travel and do all those things and take away their weekend. So it's a big plus to our parents and stuff like that. So we appreciate everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for the other coaches in, those other locations, how are you making sure that they kind of, follow that attitude and kind of the lessons and, the coaching style? I mean, obviously I think every coach is going to have their own style and, that's why
definitely.
you've hired them or, work with them. How are you making sure that kind of that overall, that prime, be relentless attitude, is spread across all 3 or 4 organizations there?
Yeah. As a coaching staff, we all meet. We all talk. I let my coaching staff know, what we expect out of them, what we want the kids to get out of what we're teaching. We understand that everybody has a different coaching style. I'm kind of out there, but I'm a player's coach.
Okay.
And everybody's not like that, but I mean, we do have a few guys like that, and we have guys who are more like they're going to get on you a little bit, but we want to do it all in the right way. And that's the thing that we try to portray and we try to tell our coaches is, we want to get what we need these kids to do. We want to make them better. We want to say it in the right way. We want it to come off in the right way, and all that. So, we meet and we're always in line with each other on, what we want to do.
For sure. Yeah. And I think that's a huge part of obviously being a successful coach is, finding that style and, figuring out how that player is going to respond to your style and tailoring it to that player, right? You can kind of be, all in and kind of, maybe a little tougher on some of the kids, but being able to recognize, hey, this kid may need to back off a little bit, or, hey, I'm really going to push him because I think he's going to respond to some of that pressure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. In terms of the program and looking at this year, do you have anything big coming up or any big goals? Obviously, you want to continue to build and evolve and develop these kids. Do you have any bigger tournaments on the horizon, or obviously if you're going to post a new team or location, that's probably going to be announced. But anything that you're really excited for this year in particular?
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely looking at doing a lot of community events. We want to be big in the community, especially in Ventura, Simi, and Agora, where we are right now. And wherever else we end up going to, we want to always be big in the community, always giving back, always want the kids to, give back to less fortunate people and stuff like that. So we'll always be doing things like that. The big tournament we have coming up, I would say Cooperstown. It'll be the first time we go to Cooperstown with our 12U. So we're excited about that. Yeah, we're really excited about that. So that should be a lot of fun. That'll be June 22nd through the 28th. So we'll be there, and then we'll have a lot of fun. And then we have another team. I think it's our 11s are going to San Diego for a World Series for that. And then and we'll put some more out there as well. We're not sure just yet. We're still finalizing the schedule. So it should be a lot of fun things for sure. Oh,
awesome. Yeah. Now I want to jump back real quick there. When you talked about, getting out into the community, it's not really something maybe I see a lot, or maybe something, people aren't posting a lot about. What kind of things are you doing to, get out there, get the name out there, and maybe just expose some of those kids to different situations, like you said?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, we're definitely, we love to do stuff with animals. So we're going to have some stuff with the animal shelters where the kids come in and help. We're definitely visiting. Cool. We did a toy drive for was it UCLA's hospital. So we'll do like more toy drives. We'll do things like that. Just giving back. We'll do 5K races, all that different stuff. We just want to be very involved in the community. Anything that we can, be a part of, we want to be a part of, to show our support for, the community for having us and, having us here. So.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. I mean, like you said earlier, it kind of gives everyone a chance to be a family. Practice and games and tournaments. It's very focused, and a lot of energy goes into those games and practices. But I think having a chance for them to come out and maybe just meet some of the other parent to parent, or maybe kids from one of the other locations, and really just kind of bond and be a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
more relaxed potentially outside of that practice. So that's
Oh yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, kind of looking at wrapping it up a little bit. If someone's watching or listening, and maybe they've moved to the area, what would you say is one of your biggest differentiators, and how would you differ from an organization that someone may be looking at, around you or in similar areas? You
Mhm.
could kind of say maybe one main point there, and maybe we've already kind of covered it, but
Yeah.
what would you kind of say to that parent?
I would say the family feel. I mean, we're always here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm here 7 days a week. We're always with the kids. Like, they're gonna have that familiar face. They're gonna have, the same coaches there. They're gonna have the same guys sitting there trying to push them. And you're gonna really get that family feel. Like it's not like, oh, it's just coach and player. It's like we're family. Like, we take it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
All the kids know it. The kids know it. From their perspective, and it's just a big family. So if that was anything I would say, the difference is we're family.
Amazing. No, I
Yeah.
think that's fantastic, and it really
Hmm.
I think it does tie into kind of that relentless attitude. Is that family's always going to be there, ups
Hmm.
and
Oh
downs,
yeah.
and that kind of that's going to be with the impression that I'm getting from your organization as well.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And we that's something we take to heart. So, this whole thing, Prime, was built off that. So that's definitely something we put out and we're all about. So
Awesome. Yeah. So I want to leave you with kind of one final chance to, is there any message you want to get out there to, families, coaches, kids, anything like that? What's something that you really want people to know, whether it's about your organization, about the game, your philosophy, anything? I'll kind of leave that up to you.
I mean, I would say after all this, for me, it's not about, it's not about getting the best guys and making a championship team. The
Mm-hmm.
thing for me is to put these kids in the best position to succeed in life, mentally and physically. So, I just want them to be the best people they can be on the field and the best people off the field. So that's our goal here, and, we look forward to giving that to each and every kid.
Awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. So if someone wants to find out more about you or kind of follow along, where can they find you? We talked about Instagram, but is there anywhere else people could find you, or just Instagram? What's that look like?
Yeah, so Instagram, Prime at Prime Baseball Team. You can
Mm-hmm.
also check out our website at www.primeallamerican.com. So yeah, check those platforms out. We post a lot. We put a lot of content out there. I think you guys will love it. So check us out.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure it's linked in the comments and descriptions there for
Okay.
anyone who's checking that out.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to thank you again for taking a few minutes here to chat about your organization. I
Definitely.
think it's amazing. I really love that family feel. I think
Appreciate
that's
it.
super important. And I think that's probably you successful.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you, brother.
if someone feels like part of a family, they're going to put more into it, right? They're going to,
Oh
back
yeah,
up
definitely.
their teammates or their sisters, because people are
Definitely.
going to do anything for family, right? So
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
amazing, and I wish you
Yes.
all the best.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having us on here. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.